While I have spent the majority of my career in sports and entertainment, my ultimate dream and goal in life was to become a director of marketing for a professional sports team. When people ask me the question, what obstacles have you overcome? To be honest with you, my whole approach is that I'm hired for my intellectual property. So it's not because I'm a woman, it's not because I'm a Latina, it's not because of all other variables that people think about. And when I took this job 5 years ago, my goal was to put my head down and be an asset to the company. And we work in an environment where if you deliver, you're rewarded for, for your contribution. So my obstacles have been, keeping myself motivated to reach my goal and to make sure that I've been strategic. And to date, I have been strategic in the way that I've outlined my path. I'm Puerto Rican. And I think that the way that I was raised, and my parents are blue collar workers, so I didn't get my first job because my father knew someone or my mother knew someone. Everything, what was instilled in the family that I was raised in was that hard work and education would get you to where you needed to be. And one of the things that I know that I bring to the table, or how I even manage, is I want everybody to be happy. And in our culture, food equals love. And every time that I do something for the staff, I always bring them food. That to me is definitely inherent of my culture, for sure. What I have found in my career is that women who are tough in the workplace, are labeled where the men are not, because it's expected from a man, not expected from a woman. And I think that that's where it's unfair, because it's not about not being able to make the decisions. It's not about coming across soft. Is that if you are assertive and you're certain, you're automatically labeled because you're a woman, where my counterparts who are male don't experience that. It's always been about doing excellent work and being creative and being able to put your best foot forward. The sports industry, sports and entertainment, is a very, very competitive industry to work in. So you always have to be on your A game in order to be noticed and in order to make a difference. So those are words of advice that I really, really take to heart. And also working hard. It's really what you put in is what you're going to get out of your job. So I think it's really important to stay focused. And if you're really passionate about something, to just give it your all. Women need more champions. You need more men that are sitting in those rooms being champions for women and not just thinking of themselves, for lack of a better word. And I think that women also need to promote women. I think that, you have women who become, C-level executives, and they don't want to help promote other women because they're afraid that their seat at the table is going to be taken, which is something that I don't believe in that at all. Because the reality of it is that I have a seat at the table because I've earned it, and it would behoove me to continue to pave the way for the next 3 or 4 or 5 women. I am so proud of the work that my team did for the Hello Brooklyn campaign, and that came about by someone on my team we were working on concepts, preliminary concepts of how we were going to launch the team, and someone sent me a YouTube video of graphics that they wanted me to see in this video because they loved how the block letters were so artistic. And the music track in the video was the song by Jay-Z, Hello Brooklyn. I remember that day sitting in my office, we were still in New Jersey, and me writing the words Hello Brooklyn on a Post-it and putting it on a Kleenex box. And for months, what seems like for months, I kept looking at Hello Brooklyn, and as we were developing the strategy of how we were going to move the team, I wanted to make sure that our voice came from within the borough. We know that Brooklynites are very proudful. They take a lot of pride in everything that they do. They're hardworking, and they have a little bit of an attitude. And because you only have one time to make a first impression, I did not want the brand to come across as we were preaching or being aggressive coming into the borough. I wanted the voice to come from within the borough. And I thought that the simplicity of Hello Brooklyn was the right touch. What keeps me motivated is the people that I work with. I work with some really, really good people, and I'm excited about the things, because we're going through such a growth spurt. I'm excited about the things that are to come and about the things that we can accomplish. And if you were to, when I think about what's next, I don't know what the answer to that is, but what I can tell you is that whatever is next for me, I want to continue to be a game changer, and I want to be able to be a contributor. So that to me continues to motivate me, because every single day I want to learn something. I don't know it all. And you know, I like the role of being a student versus being the teacher, because I think that that's the only way that I'm going to continue to grow and be able to be a contributor with at the end of the day, that's the most important thing to me.